Welcome to Not So Real, episode number 11.
We got to 10. Now it's 11.
Oh my
Simple
god, this
maths.
is
what crazy news. What
penultimate one.
Jack's looking at me
This
like,
is
what
the
the hell is going
penultimate
on?
one. That was a sentence that was interrupted by noise.
I'm just in such a good mood, Jack. I don't know why.
I just don't know what's happening to you.
I'm just.
Stop it. Come back down to earth.
Sure.
Okay, now that you're back in the zone, we're talking about Walking Dead.
Hi.
Welcome to number 11. We're talking about Walking Dead on the planet of Not So Real. Last week was Jarvis, the AI thing, and we talked about sentient AIs. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good episode. Though. It was really good though.
It was really insightful.
So you haven't listened to it? Go and listen to it.
I'm now scared more of my Alexa.
I nearly said watch, and that's quite worrying.
I mean, you can watch it on YouTube.
Can you?
There is no video, but you have to press play on the button.
There you go.
So
Promoting our YouTube.
it's almost video format.
It's win-win.
We're talking about The Walking Dead. And what would life be like if The Walking Dead was real? Now look, this is a very hard part of the podcast. It's called The Brief. And I can't just brief, 15 seasons of Walking Dead?
Yeah, there's quite a
32
few seasons. Like, I swear that it's like, it just doesn't stop.
It goes on for something that is like, quite astronomically...
It's literally Walking Dead. Like,
And
the show,
somehow they're
the
still
show
alive.
is completely dead. It's still walking. Like, that is the term for the show and the name of it.
It did get quite, boring.
But I watched like the first 2 seasons.
I think everyone did.
Yeah, and then I was just like, okay, I need to watch the third. Never did. By the time I come back to watch the third season, there's another 10. So like, I
got to the part where Rick almost died. So that could be any season you like.
Call.
Carl.
Carl.
I think I got to like season 9, and then I gave up.
That's definitely better than me.
But I'm going to try and brief for you. Just the beginning part of the Walking Dead.
Yeah. Just explain the summary of it. And then...
So, an incident in a French laboratory triggers a zombie breakout, and the scientists attempt to fix their mistake, but make it worse, resulting in faster zombie variants. So it's almost like getting a cold and becoming a zombie. Like, it just got that bad. The French scientists initially liaised with Dr. Jenner in the US of the A, but they're imprisoned by the survivors and then killed by the survivors in France. So,
lovely.
they were trying to make it better. They made it worse, so they killed them.
Okay, that's fair.
Fair?
What? They made the virus worse, so they killed him. Yeah.
Okay,
fair
right.
enough.
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that point there before we get into anything else to do with crime.
Sorry, carry on.
So we see Rick Grimes getting shot while on duty as a cop and falling into a coma, right? And then the whole world goes very wrong in his absence, and Rick finally wakes up on day 59 of a zombie outbreak. And then the story properly kicks off when Rick gets up in the hospital, and he comes to the conclusion that the world is not the same as when he was last conscious. And The Walking Dead goes on to see how humans battle to live in a world where zombies are like a majority share of the population, and they end up fighting, not the zombies, other humans who have taken land as their own, and they try and get back to some kind of normal living environment. But as you would imagine, zombies and normal living don't really go hand in hand.
Yeah, not good together, to be honest.
No.
As we've seen from every zombie film genre ever.
Even when you're looking at like Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah.
Doesn't bode well.
No.
Looks quite scary.
Not really.
My initial reaction to the sentence that I found in an article was that The Walking Dead is listed as an official global pandemic. If the whole world became pretty much zombies, we'd be in a global pandemic.
There's actually, do you know, I was thinking about this. There's got to be a Rick out there that skipped all of this, our global pandemic. Someone skipped it, so they've basically just done a Rick. So they've they've had a coma or something. They've woke up and they've went, what's going on? They wouldn't even know.
Oh, do you reckon somebody
no one would have a clue?
Somebody out there mustn't still probably doesn't know that COVID-19 is a thing.
Yeah, well they've probably woke up. They probably woke up and went, coronavirus? What's that?
And then have to explain to them, we were on some kind. Do you remember it was rations? We couldn't buy more than 3
Yeah.
things in the shop. Like you couldn't have 3 tins of baked beans in your basket. You had to have 2.
This is what I'm saying.
You couldn't buy bog roll in mass because we all have arses to wipe.
There we go.
But in this global pandemic, they had shotguns. Like,
But
you know,
In their global pandemic, you could just take as many as you want and not pay. So you could just raid a store.
Here's my first problem. Right, here's my first problem that I have
Wait,
with
problem
The Walking Dead.
solved or just a problem?
No,
with
just
it?
a problem.
Oh, okay, cool.
Just a
Come on,
problem.
fire away. I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
The Walking Dead did solve that you can't have pineapple on pizza. They made it official in America that it's not a good thing. But what they all should have died in season 1.
What do you mean?
I mean, there was enough situations where there was like a zombie overflow, because in season 1 they're getting used to living in a world where they could die by walking the streets and getting eaten by a zombie. They're getting used to like the ones that run, the ones that walk, the ones that have weapons, the ones that can't be killed by just an arrow in the back, like it's got to be a beheading or something. There's enough situations where they're overcrowded by zombies in a building with no escape, and then it cuts to like a cliffhanger. And they're like, will they make it out? And it's like episode 3, you're sitting there like, well, surely, if that was real life, you're dead.
This guy's in a tank. Do you remember that episode where he's in a tank?
Yeah, and
like,
he's
they were just all around him.
And then he gets at the bottom and he just kind of crawls out and then just jogs. Well, they'd notice, wouldn't they? They can smell
Well,
him.
I'm going to have to burst your bubble here, Jack. I don't think it's realistic in any sort of way. If we do a global pandemic with zombies, right, I just don't see a lot of survivors. Like, maybe there's going to be a few, but I mean, realistically, we're probably not going to survive.
Would there be as many
It's
as what
very
there are
hard.
in The Walking Dead?
Will there be that many?
Do you reckon there'd be as many as what there are in The
No,
Walking
I think
Dead?
it'd be quite controlled. Obviously, if like in my head, if it's airborne, then yeah, we're fucked. But I mean, like, because like for example, in Walking Dead, if you die, you turn into zombies. Like it's in the air.
Yeah.
Like so, there's no way of getting
But
out
also
of
if
it.
you
You're
get
not just
bitten or
bitten.
scratched.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Like
It's
you're
bitten,
kind of
scratch, and air.
you're kind of like in Walking Dead, you're kind of fucked either way. You're gonna be a zombie either or. Like there's no way. Like even if you're the last person on Earth, you shoot yourself in the brain or whatever. There's still a possibility in the air somehow it would turn you back into being a
You
zombie.
don't need a whole brain to be a zombie.
No, you don't. So you
No.
can't. You're kind of screwed. Like Walking Dead does screw you a bit. The universe screws you a lot.
But if you knew that, would you go through the whole process that they go through to live?
You'd do your best, wouldn't you? I
Yeah,
would.
but would you? I don't think I'd be bothered.
Well, you'd just be sitting there on the lounger waiting for one of them to come out. Oh, come on, mate. I've been waiting to be eaten for days. Jesus Christ.
There's just no
Like,
point, is there? Life ain't going to be the
Oh.
same. You aren't going to wake up one day and Tesco's has got its happy hour on again. Like it wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You are waiting to die, and then when you do die, you become a zombie. And I'm sitting there like, I'm going to find my family. I'm going to try and live. I'm going to make a farm and have sustainable food.
I do get
I
that.
can't be bothered.
It's a lot of effort, but I'd give it a go. You know, like, I don't want to die. I'd give it a go. I'd probably go, do you know what? I tried my
Yeah, but
best.
what are you giving it a go for? What is the end goal you're working towards? You're going to live in a village with fences around you, and you're going to go, oh, this is
Because
down life.
Jack, I want to live, mate.
Yeah, I can't be bothered.
I didn't know. Do you need to talk or something? Like, are you okay? Like, I think we've got
I
a
just
problem here,
really
lads.
think I literally sit there and I think I was watching like
Ladies and gentlemen,
season
I
6.
think if you're listening to this, message Jack. Make sure he's okay. I don't know what's wrong. Just make sure, like,
Do you not get me though?
anyone that's listening to this, any person,
It's a global
just please
pandemic.
message Jack and make sure that he's okay.
It's a
Because
glo-
clearly he's just giving up the will to live.
All
He's
around the
given up.
world.
He's given up.
All around the world, right? The internet's gone, right?
my
So we're
God.
screwed. There is no Wi-Fi. The 4G is fucked. Everyone around the world is dying. And you're sitting there like, I'm going to make a life of myself. Fucking why? I
Bloody
can't be bothered to fight the zombies.
Who brought the Debbie down? Like, I mean, do you know what? I was really happy going into this. Now, Jack's just making me depressed.
I'm sorry.
You're making me depressed. How dare you?
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm joking. You're all
I'm
good.
sorry. I understand you want to fight, right?
Yeah, of course.
You'd like
You
to
know.
live. I don't know if I'd like to live in a world with zombies, but I think
I'm
I'd
gonna
try
give
it
you,
for a bit. But then once I've realised that,
I'm going to give you something to think about, right?
right, go
So,
on.
I want kids.
Yeah, okay, yeah, so
Right.
do I.
Don't you, like, even if you was in a zombie apocalypse, wouldn't you try and like have a kid and like try and? I know it's not obviously the greatest of world for them, but I'd want to like still be a dad, you know, like later on in life, Or would you be like, no, do you know what? That's also another question. Would you bring life into this world knowing there's zombies and stuff? Would you do it?
Probably not.
Yeah, like, as much as I'd want to be a dad, it's very... thinking
Right,
about
so-
it.
right,
Your kid's
Here
fucked,
we go.
really.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Isn't it
Stop
in-
making me feel sad.
Isn't it in season 4? One of them is pregnant.
Yeah, true.
And
I think-
they
I
do-
didn't get past like season 2 or
they-
something,
they
so
do
I don't have a clue.
Give birth
Or
to
three,
a child,
whatever.
and they try and raise him in the environment, but then they're stuck in a prison. Like, what kind of life
I
is
think I
that?
saw that. Isn't that when the mum died?
Yeah.
Maybe I did see that.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember seeing the farm or something. I don't
Yeah, it wasn't the farm as well.
Right, I know this is changing the subject, Jack. There's actually like some sort of like, obviously, you know, like virus and stuff. Do you know there actually are like fungi that's out there that actually turns a certain animal into sort of zombies?
No, shut up.
Yeah.
Don't scare me even
Proper.
more.
Right, it's fine though. You don't need to like sort of like worry your socks. So I can't say the name of this. I'm just going to show you what the name is. Just read that there.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna spell it.
No. Just try and say it first.
Ophiocordyceps. Ophiocord. Ophio. Ophio. Ophio.
Ophio.
Cordy. Cordy.
Mm.
Ophiocordy. CEPS. Seps. Ophiocordyceps.
Sure. Right. That's.
Oh, no, there's more. Ophiocordyceps.
Oh, yeah, there's-
Unilateralis fungus.
Yeah.
Name of it.
So that is the name. So this Ophiocordyceps unilaterus or whatever the bloody name is, right? It's an actual fungi that obviously grows, but what it does is that it targets bugs with like an exoskeleton, and it basically tries to basically grows on it, and it takes over like its whole body and its mind and stuff, and so it like leaves it like basically zombified, like causes it like outrage and like fits and stuff for the animal, and the whole purpose is to just spread to other animal, like other bugs, and to like it's like other ants and stuff and everything else, and it actually like is a zombie sort of fungus.
So you're telling me this can happen?
Yeah,
That's
But-
all I've got from that.
but I'm just going to say this to you right now. Obviously, certain type of fungus that it only really targets bugs, small bugs, but with an exoskeleton. Like, it's very hard to pierce us because we got like bones and stuff. And
Yeah, with flesh first.
yeah, but we've got bones and it can't really get through. It's got to pierce sort of like the bones and stuff to grow inside you and affect your brain and shit. Like, and as well, ants don't have doctors. So if we started getting a bit of a rash or whatever, ants can't really go to the doctor. You all right, mate? I've got like a mushroom
So
growing
is-
on my head.
Is
Like,
it treatable? Can because one of the things that they have is like the only way to reverse them becoming a zombie in The Walking Dead, you can cut it out. You can like cut out the infected bit. So if you cut out the fungus,
if you're an ant and you're smart enough to do that, maybe. But considering that for us, like I'm not gonna lie to you, it wouldn't. They don't even try. Like the fungus, like there's no point because their whole thing is just to reproduce between bugs because they're easy targets. With us, it's very hard to do that because they've got to get through to our brain, through our skeleton, and they can't get through. So there's no point. Like so. Just to say, they are actually like when they've seen them and they've seen these ants, they're called zombie ants because that's what they are.
they're
'Cause
actually called zombie ants.
zombie ants because obviously the fungus obviously or the mushroom or growing on top of their head and stuff and changing their like sort of thing, but their whole purpose once they're in the brain is to spread more. It's the whole idea. So like for example, obviously I don't know if you know, but obviously there's a concept like that, like The Last of Us. I think that's all fungal and that's all like done with plants like that. If that mutated really badly in the next like 25 years and it did get through to us, could be real. We could have we could be zombies.
Pandemic number 2.
Yeah, and obviously, yeah, it could be obviously to the point where they'd have to try and get us, you know, together and it would spread. It'd be crazy. But it's only to the ants and bugs for now, so you can sleep good tonight. So I thought I'd just tell you that one.
Don't worry, you can sleep well. But
Don't
we're not
worry.
at that point just yet.
I think if it actually gets quite dangerous, they're not going to call it Ophiocordyceps unilaterus, whatever the
I
bloody
don't
name
know-
it is, fungus.
I don't know what to say to you. If I'm quite honest, you've kind of scared me shitless.
Yeah, you're not sleeping, are you?
No.
I can see it right now. But I just want you to know, but that is, it's a
I want you
thing.
to know.
It's actually a thing.
It
So
could
like,
happen.
For example, yeah, I think it might not be in the way we think, but it could be plant related. It's so plausible that we've got so many plants, like things can travel, like
if it gets in the air, we're fucked. I think that's like
yeah,
the
like
grand scheme of things.
airbound, we're screwed.
Airbound is
anything
done.
bacterial, we're screwed.
Fungal's bacterial.
There we go.
Oh no. Okay.
I'm scaring him.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. I'm gonna move on from that,
Okay, cool.
right?
Yeah,
Because I
yeah,
think
okay.
you've freaked me out enough.
Good.
That
I hope I've scared everyone listening to this. No, I'm joking.
I want to know what you would do in a case of like who would you eat first?
Oh, that's a big question.
I found this very entertaining the other day. Out of people that I know,
If I
who
just
would I eat first?
Instantly went, "Grr," and I was a zombie and I wanted to eat somebody.
No. You've run out of food,
Oh,
right?
now it's clicking.
You've
It's clicking.
you've run out of food. It's the age-old question. It's the age-old question. Zombie apocalypse, right? You run out of food.
Mm.
Who are you eating?
I'd probably. I was going to say I can't even Google. Can't use it. It's zombie apocalypse.
I'd eat my dad.
Okay, now that's just weird. I'm not gonna comment on that one. I was
just-
gonna go for a bigger gentleman.
I mean,
Any bigger gentleman,
just-
like the biggest gentleman I can find. More food. Do you understand what I'm saying? Why are you laughing? You just said your dad. You said you'd eat your dad. This is. I don't know if this is bad or not. I think I've done the right approach here. Any bigger gentleman is a good idea because you've got a lot of meat.
Yeah, but I know where to find my dad.
Oh no.
I'd be like, right, you're first.
Oh no, not your father. Like that's just wrong.
He wouldn't be any use in a zombie apocalypse.
See, the difference is, look,
He isn't fit to like
I
go and hunt.
just think loved ones are a bit off the menu. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean,
I think I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Like, you just no, off the menu. Like,
but you're just going for a larger gentleman.
yes, more meat. I'm hungry. I don't stop eating. And when you turn to cannibalism, I can't even say the word. Cannibalism, you're going to want to just keep eating or something. I don't know. I'm not a cannibal, but meat's meat.
You should just make like a sign. Anyone over 25 stone, stand here. And then you just...
125. What, get some like scales out? Come on, step on the scales. Let me see if I eat ya.
you
Like it's just, oh no. But out of everything, right? I just have to say, out of absolutely everything, don't eat your dad. Like eat anybody else.
I wasn't thinking...
Not your mum either, or your brother, or anybody else. I'm not going to say about... Oh, I nearly just said that. I'm not going to say that. Right. Why are you laughing? You just know what I was going to say, don't you? Do you know what I was going to say? Exactly. I'm glad whoever's listening to this, you're not going to know what I said. Ask me in person. DM me.
I mean, first and foremost, normally in The Walking Dead, you're not eating humans in the first place. I'm putting that out.
Some of them do, don't they?
Do they?
Not actually like
I'll
the
do it
main
as a
character.
joke. I wouldn't actually eat my dad.
Main character? No, I don't mean they eat their dad, but they eat people. Some of the characters, I think they do, don't they? Not the actual main characters, but like it was a side thing I was saying.
I mean, Tesco's will still have food in a zombie apocalypse, which is where I think they sometimes go wrong because they go hunting for food in like corner shops. I'm like, mate, get to the superstores.
Right.
I would literally be setting up camp somewhere near Tesco's.
Okay, so this is also another question. Obviously, I wanted to ask you. You've led straight into it. So, where you camping? Where's your idea? First place going?
B&Q.
Do you know what? I thought you was going to be serious for once.
It's B&Q.
No, I'm joking. So why B&Q?
Because
Give me a rundown why B&Q.
Okay. So one, you have got natural. Well, you've got wood, right? So
You go wood.
I try to work around that.
You tried.
You can build things. You can build
Yeah.
like huts and pit stops, and like you can set up like farms because you've got the tools, you've got spades. If you're by a B&Q, you've got mud. You can make your own farm.
You've got a point.
You've got seeds to start your own farm, so you can actually start living off the ground quite easily with all the resources that you'll have inside a B&Q.
But
And a B&Q is always on a retail park. You know what's near retail parks? Food. So you're going to be in a
But
centre hub
this
near
is the
food.
biggest issue.
What?
Right? Other people are going to go there. Like-
But would they? This
Would-
think
Would
about
they?
this.
Yeah,
Would they?
they
'Cause
would.
everyone all go, oh my god, Sainsbury's.
No, because everyone practical would go B&Q.
Yeah, but not everyone's as practical as me. Where would you be going? Because I guarantee you're not going to B&Q.
No, I'm going to a castle.
Why did you go to a castle?
Yeah, castle.
There's nothing in a castle to help you.
So, right, you're not thinking of this straight. Right, you've got to think. Find a castle, penetrable. It's not penetrable. You've got a moat. You've got things. You can stay in the castle. And then obviously when they all die and they can't swim in the moat and you kill a couple off, like with arrows or something, and you can kill them off, you go out, scout for food, run back to your castle. Find a castle. First thing, zombie apocalypse, find a castle.
It's not a bad idea, but where are you putting your food? Where are you getting it from?
Right.
How?
I did some research.
Castles
I did some
are
research.
nowhere near
I did-
anything.
I did some research.
Right.
Right. And I found this lovely little place in France.
On Airbnb.
You'd have to get there.
How the fuck are you getting to France?
Just don't worry about it. And I know some people, you know, and I know some people getting me France. There's a place. I think it's like Saint Mont Michel or Michel, right? And it's basically right a castle with like it's basically on its own big like a massive fortable castle, and the only way onto it really is like a massive bridge that comes down, and it's got big walls. It's by the ocean. The tide doesn't go up high, and then when it does come down, you've got walls and stuff, and you can go out, and it's like a whole village and all like it's like a proper like King's Landing sort of thing, you know?
Are you looking at like having your
Like if I
people
found
in the village and
yeah,
then you live
like
in
you
the castle?
you could live a society there. So I think in my head a castle is a good way to defend yourself. You can stay locked in, and then you can just move that. So that'd probably be my.
You would
my sort
have
of-
to go somewhere else though before you went to the castle.
Yeah, probably trying to get there, and then I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a while.
Like,
It's gonna take me a while to get to
You would
France.
literally be like, "Oh my god, zombie apocalypse!"
Get me to
has anyone
France.
Has anyone got a plane? Like, is it a plane? Car, plane.
Call,
Can
I've got a plane.
can anyone fly the plane?
Yeah, I think
I've then got to
right.
get to
I'm
an airport
saying this to you
near-
now. Realistically,
Right,
if I
and-
was French, it'd be fine. But I'm not because I don't live in France. I'm gonna have to find an English castle to
Buckingham
live by.
Palace. Charles don't need it.
Why?
I mean, he's got 7 homes, 8 homes.
Yeah, it's got quite a few.
we
homes.
could kick him out of Buckingham and be like,
Yeah, it's not
"Huh,
happening.
mine."
It's not happening.
And then big gates.
Oh, it's got big gates.
Got big gates.
But then what about like the Royal Guard? They're just eternal zombies, and then they're gonna come after you. So
Kick him out of the palace.
yeah,
But
Mm.
they could become your private army.
Oh,
Huh?
oh.
If they're in the gates, how are they getting bitten?
That's a point.
I've got a very good point
But
there.
then you've got to get some of them to go out and get you food. So
Yeah, you don't need all of them. I always thought watching the program, like when you get once they get used to living with the zombies, they're not a problem. They're just annoying.
yeah, like
Like you've set up a town, a fully functioning town with water, gas, electric, and everything else, and the bills are completely normal, right? Because you haven't got to pay them. And
suckers.
they're not really like they're not fighting the humans and not the zombies, because the zombies are just like walking annoyances. It's like when toddlers grab the thing that you like, you eventually get it back and they just run around for a bit. It's just annoying.
That's the thing. I seriously think that's where the showrunners like actually went in the path of, because they thought, oh yeah, the zombie's going to be a massive problem. We can do loads of writing on this, and then they turned around and was like, actually, they're not that bad.
Yeah.
I think the people are worse
Yeah.
in it, and that's why they made the stories inside. Like it's more about the people. You care about more than that than you do about the zombies. Like whatever season it was when, obviously spoilers, Negan kills them people, it's because Negan's killing them. That's what made it popular. It wasn't the fact that they got eaten by zombies or something. Like no one gives a crap about them.
It doesn't really.
And they're like slow walkers. Like they're not like World War Z zombies where they're all fucking running at you.
If Usain Bolt was a zombie, we're fucked. But
Fucking Usain Bolt. Talking about like Usain though, right? If like you saw a zombie celebrity, oh my god, picture. Probably not, because you'd be running away.
Instagram moment.
What celebrity wouldn't you want to fight? What zombie celebrity like you'd be like, oh god, I'm not going against him.
The
Jesus, or her.
Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
The Undertaker.
Boom. Does he come with the music?
Oh, 100%.
You're just like running away.
every time you see him, he would definitely just kind of have the
You
theme
know,
music.
if you've seen Game of Thrones, you know the Mountain.
Oh my god!
You know the
yeah!
big, that really big dude, like, or like what's that guy? Like, I can't remember his name. It's like Thor, but he's like huge. I think that he is the guy that plays the Mountain. Maybe I think.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
Or even Arnie.
I might be like Arnie.
I mean, the noises would stay the same, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, no, you're not wrong. He basically is a zombie at this bloody point. Like, just get down.
Isn't it that bad?
I'm going to eat you. Oh my god.
Let's go to Problem Corner.
Oh yeah,
It's your
problems.
favourite part of the podcast.
Problem
You completely
Corner.
own this part of the podcast now. You get to host it.
Oh, I do. See,
You
this is
do.
where you take the briefs, I take the Problem Corner. Welcome to Problem Corner with Lee Caramezzo. So, Problem Corner is where we talk about the situation at The Walking Dead, the topic we're talking about, which is The Walking Dead, that it solves in life, in different scenarios.
I had to think quite hard about this because there's not many good
Mm.
things that come out of a zombie pandemic,
Okay,
right? I got a few.
okay. Come with a few, I'll come with a few back.
Global warming.
Well, yeah, it probably would solve a lot of that.
No more cars on the
It's
road.
a big one.
Yeah, less cars, less people.
Going to the gym.
Okay.
So I think like you don't have to go for the gym when you're running all the time away from zombies. Does your leg stay? You know, you need to lift up objects, get around. You don't need to go to the
Stamina.
gym. You're basically doing the
You're
gym on the.
probably
You're
on
doing
a diet.
gym on the job.
Gym on the job.
Gym on the job.
And also, you're,
no diet. Yeah,
you're
the
carrying
diet.
equipment too, like guns,
That's what I mean.
bows and arrows. You're probably even running in like full-on clothing and gear.
That's what I'm saying
Maybe
to
some
you. You'd
camo.
be like extremely fit.
The awkwardness of a conversation. You would always have something to talk about. There wouldn't be a point where you've just got a half-hearted, yeah, no, day was good. No, it was all right, yeah, you know, scared for tomorrow. Tired, though. You wouldn't get that.
No, you wouldn't.
Because it would always be like, you're right, yeah, I just fought a zombie.
Yeah,
Like,
it was crazy.
It was crazy. Like, there
It'd
was
never
five
be-
of them.
Yeah.
I almost died, but it's season 1, so I escaped.
It's season 1 and I'm a main character, so they can't kill me.
We've got to wait till season 10 for that.
Crazy news. I think getting people birthday presents it solves.
Oh, yeah.
So, because you're too busy running away from zombies, you're not going to get people birthday presents, are
But
you?
would it be nice to remember somebody's birthday during a zombie
Yeah.
apocalypse?
Oh, happy birthday! Here's a broken thing that you can't use.
You wouldn't get a
because-
good present
No, you wouldn't
unless
get a
it
good
was a
present.
gun. Or like a bow and arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Or even like a second-hand bike or car.
Here's a knife.
That's not what you should give a kid.
No, I wasn't saying the birthday present was for a kid.
Meh.
That you assumed that.
The way that you said
need,
it,
You need help.
the way that you said it.
No,
was
I
like,
didn't.
Happy birthday! And I was
Yeah,
like,
but-
that's a toddler.
You're not. Right. I'm saying this right now, even though Jack is thinking this. Do not give weapons or anything else or things that are sharp
Hold on,
to
hold
a
on.
child.
In The Walking Dead, how old was Kyle when he got his first gun?
Cool. Yeah, but the Rick's look after him. Like he's looking after him, and he's so like.
I
I
mean,
don't know how old he was.
I would still maintain the policy of. I mean, in the UK, you couldn't have one legally, but if you were in America, like where it is, what's the gun age? 16, 17?
Don't even
18?
know.
Like whatever the gun policy is, I'd stick to it throughout the pandemic.
I'm just saying, don't give.
Don't do it.
Just don't
use
just,
weapons.
Just don't listen to Jack at this point. Like I just, he's just promoting a lot of things on this episode.
I'm not promoting anything.
He's sad. He's promoting stuff. Just DM him, see if he's okay.
The unemployment crisis.
Oh my god, yeah. Because everyone would be unemployed. It would
Everyone-
change the game.
Everyone wouldn't have a job because we'd all be zombies.
Yeah, do you know what? Never working again. I had that.
Yeah, did you?
I had that, yeah.
But also, if you needed a workforce you didn't want to, pay for, you then got zombies.
Well, you can't make.
If you
Them
made
work.
if you made a kinetic dance floor and shoved them all on it, like at a Coldplay concert, and just moved around it, they could make you electricity.
This ain't some folklore Haitian voodoo making people do work and shit.
I'm just saying,
I know they are actually them sort of zombies, but I mean
it could happen.
I don't think so. On a personal note, I don't know if you can control
Put
zombies.
zombies to
Would you
work.
really want to risk it?
No,
Neither would I. That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't bring them closer to me if I had the option to not.
And then last one I'd say, Jack, It's just knocking off someone you don't like, really. Like, I think at the end of the day, like, if you're really in bad blood with somebody, like, it's all game. So,
Don't do that.
no, I meant them as a zombie, like not as a human.
Oh,
Well,
I thought
bloody
you meant-
hell, no, because I wouldn't kill anyone like that. But I mean, if you got a real bad beef with somebody and they're already a zombie, you're like, yeah, let's go get them. Like, you know, like you can take out your anger on their already dead corpse.
Well, should we go and? Do we need to go and visit the
I
planet?
don't.
Not so real.
Right, okay. This planet of not so real is going to be the quickest we've ever done in our
Right,
life.
are you ready? Right.
Yeah.
Vroom. We're on the planet. Do you want it to go on the planet? Not the
we
Walking
want-
Dead.
do we
3,
want-
2, 1.
Yes.
No. What?
No, I'm joking. Definitely not.
No, I don't think I
No,
want that
absolutely not.
virus.
We don't want zombies on our land. Like, we don't need that. We don't need
We haven't
that.
got the room for it.
No, we definitely don't. We don't have the room for it. No, we just don't need that sort of trouble. Like,
I don't really fancy zombies in real life.
no, we've got problems with the VR. We've
even
got problems with the
with-
VR Hunger Games.
Even with your rat situation, I don't even want that.
Rats, it's ants.
Oh, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. Do you know? Like, yeah, we don't. No fungi.
No fungi. We've
No,
got-
no zombie making fungi.
I feel like it would just make life difficult.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah.
We don't need that because
Going
in
to
the end,
Tesco.
everyone's going to die. So, and I don't want our planet to thrive,
I want it to be
and
successful.
I don't want it to thrive with zombies. So,
You know what?
No,
No.
no, it's a big no. Biggest no we've ever said in our lives.
And that's the end
Big
of
stamp.
episode 11. I'll tell you what, the next one's the last one.
Crazy, isn't it?
Thank you so much for listening. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Not So Real Pod. Drop us a DM and let us know what you think. We are planning the next season now.
Yeah, we are.
It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit different. I hope you do like it.
Right, we'll see you in 2 weeks.
See you later.